Heiko, thank you very much indeed for your time. Tell us, is it a minority of the AfD party that can be considered far-right extremists who taint the whole party, or is it a majority of the party who could be classified as such?
Well, that's a difficult question, very difficult to assess at any given moment. It is most certainly not the entire AfD that can be classified as a neo-fascist or a right-wing extremist party, but an increasing group can be classified and has been classified for a long time as such. Well, in my assessment, that group is growing, but it is not only the assessment of a secret service that should alert us to the fact. That should not provide a criterion at all whether a party or an organization is anti-democratic. It is anti-democratic or it is not anti-democratic. So the recent steps and the stepping up towards surveillance are only, if you like, a symptom of what is actually going on. There is a substantial amount of potential voters for the AfD, and the almost 13%, 12.6% that the party gained in the last federal elections are pretty indicative for that spectrum, and there's every indication that they will repeat that electoral success in September.
There has undoubtedly been a rise in far-right extremism in Germany over the past few years. How much can be directly attributable to the AfD? How much indirectly just through its philosophies becoming more acceptable in the political arena, therefore making people more bold in taking such actions?
And that's a very good point. The AfD is a symptom. And we should not confuse AfD voters as such for a far-right extremist. There are a sizable number of them among them, but it is not the same. The party, its right-wing and its voters. But it is a symptom for a much larger, if you like, development that has gone on since unification in 1990. And the particular nature of unification has, of course, clearly contributed to this. But not only this. We should not forget that the threat, the anti-democratic threat, cannot be confronted through surveillance, but also not only through debate. The very nature of which globalization has been implemented, the neoliberal policies implemented in Germany, which led to one of the largest low-paid sector in the country, under various governments, by the way. All this has contributed, of course, to precisely these developments. And they find an outlet. If grievances cannot be addressed over a long time, then nostalgic sentiments, other sentiments which reclaim a sense of community, they will find different outlets. And they find an outlet right now. So we should not get hung up.
No, carry on, please. We should not get hung up on, you were saying?
Too much on the question whether intelligence service is not classifying a party as a case that can be surveilled. So this is just, by the way, also just only a marginal step in that direction. And whether that will actually curb the anti-democratic threat is open to question. Whether that will actually...
Heiko, when was the last time a party with such right-wing opinions became so popular in Germany? And do you see the possibility of AfD going the way of Golden Dawn in Germany and actually eventually being banned?
It is the first time that... no, it's not the first right-wing party in Parliament, but the first right-wing party which has, of that scope, of that political force, is most certainly the AfD. There are no reasons to make simple comparisons with German history, with the National Socialist Party, but at the same time, there is no reason to underestimate the attraction that National Socialism, Germany first, like in other countries, that they have, particularly in times of crisis and in times of great desperation, where it is easy to displace internal conflicts into an external obstacle by projecting internal conflicts onto an external obstacle, ideally one which can be personified, and is therefore tangible. Well, we have, as you mentioned, that we have that as a general movement, as the conflict and the problems we are facing, not only in Europe, but also in Europe, they are, of course, the same in all countries. They have different particular phases. Yes, please.
Really appreciate it, Heiko. Thank you so much indeed. Heiko Feldner there from Cardiff University.